The 5 steps to estate agency success. Elle Wood, you are a social media guru in estate agency. What are those 5 steps?
Well, it's very simple, but not easy. Is that fair to say?
That's fair goes. Go on then.
So the first one is empathy.
Okay.
First one is empathy, because I speak to estate agents all day, every day. And having been an estate agent, I know me and my colleagues and all of the industry that I get to speak to care so very much about their clients. But the general perception of estate agents is not so positive. So if we start from a position of empathy, if we start from a position of actually demonstrating that we can be vulnerable, that we can care, and that we are there for our clients, that puts us in a very strong position to then produce content that's going to resonate better with them. It helps us break down boundaries between us, the evil estate agent, and our potential clients, our audience on social media.
What does that look like?
It looks like moving on to the second E of my 5 E's, which is educate. So if you think about your ideal client, who do you connect with? What do they look like? For example, if you're a letting agent, have a look at your current portfolio of landlords. I did this with a client the other day. They came back to me and we discovered that most of their landlords were actually ladies in their 50s who they'd met some way, shape or form connected to rescue animals. So knowing that, she can then create educational content that's going to appeal to that type of person because she obviously connects with them. The same thing happens within sales, because actually, who do you want to work with? Who do you connect best with? There are certain types of people that connect better with certain types of people. So don't try and appeal to everyone all of the time. Get specific and talk to them. Educate them. So talk about their thatch reports, if that's the type of property you're going after. Talk about their Coleman's access and their damp. Talk about surveys and all of these different things that there are that we have the knowledge to, but we often forget that other people don't deal with it all day, every day. What, 6 to 10 years between moves? So think about that ideal client for you, who you connect with, and educate them specifically. What you'll find is actually within that Venn diagram, you find other people that connect with that information as well. So you do end up broadening. The third E is entertainment, for the same reason. We want to break down boundaries. If you look at the Daily Telegraph, for example, there's a Matt cartoon every single day in that paper. And it's such an awful paper, what they're having to talk about, what they're dealing with, you know, death and destruction, basically. But there's still a space for levity. Well, why isn't that true of estate agents? There's still a space to use a meme or a joke or a dad joke maybe, because actually you don't want anything too blue unless that's your style, but cracker jokes, that kind of thing, because also it helps the algorithm and it breaks down those boundaries between us, the evil estate agent, and our potential audience.
What's the fourth?
The fourth is empowerment. It's just an E word to fit my model. It just means inspire, because only about 3% of people are ever looking to move house at any one time. So if they're not looking to move house, why would they follow you on social media? They've got nothing, you've got nothing to give them. They've got nothing to gain. So talk about things they might care about, their kids, their pets, interiors, the newest trend in sofas or paint, or all of those things that make Home and Country magazine or House Beautiful magazine still relevant and still widely in print. I think then once you've done all of those 4 things, you've earned the right to e-promote. So I'm not saying don't post your properties. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying that you should only do it once actually you've given a lot of value first.
I 100% agree with you. Thank you for that amazing insight with the 5 E's, Elle. You're a star.
Thank you.